How do atoms get heavier? All right, that is the question for today. That is number 44 on the list of the 144 fractal faculties of the Tree of Life. Now, if you'd like to get a free copy of my list of the guide to the 144 fractal faculties, just click the link in the description and I'll send that out to you for free. Also, if you want to get a quick introduction to the Tree of Life, just watch my video called Tree of Life, A Short Introduction. And so today, I'm going to be going through all 144 of these different videos in our different fractal faculties in separate videos. Right now we're on number 44. So after today, we'll have 100 more to go. And this is all, this is all part of my channel, kind of laying the groundwork. We do educational videos here, and the Tree of Life is kind of like the underpinning of all the other subjects that we're going to be covering. Soon we'll be covering the reciprocal system of theory of Dewey B. Larson and its upgrade by Dr. Bruce Perret. Quantum arithmetic is coming up soon. Synergetic geometry will be coming up soon. We'll be doing some history and crypto history. We'll do some nutrition and fitness, and I will be doing some music theory and music creation. Hopefully many other subjects will be all coming down the pipe. But kind of in order to be able to collate those things and put them together and integrate them, we're going to be using the Tree of Life, because it is a structure that allows you to be able to, it's kind of like a mnemonic device. So it's something that will enable you to be able to remember large amounts of information from other sources. Okay, so that's just kind of the explanation here. Now, we're talking about number 44. This is located right here in the 7th sphere. Now, remember, the Tree of Life is basically a map of our consciousness. And each one of these circles or spheres here, along with the implied areas, so a total of 12, these are our different faculties of consciousness, or different aspects of consciousness, or different abilities of consciousness. And in particular, today we're going to be talking about the 7th sphere. So the 7th sphere has to do with our imagination, has to do with our inspiration, has to do with our intuition. Intuition being going inside and asking yourself questions and being able to come out with the answers, and to be able to verify those answers. Inspiration is being able to watch and learn from other people who are doing similar things to what you aspire to. And then the 7th sphere is, in particular, is a congregative faculty. It takes things, separate things, and it puts them together into pleasing arrangements. So this is like kind of an artistic, but also a pleasure principle. And that also puts things together in original ways, ways that haven't been done before, and that is really our creative spark. So all of those things go into the 7th sphere, as well as kind of combining them all into an idea of a higher calling in life, where you are attempting to put forward the best version of yourself, and to live your life in that way, to contribute to the universe as a whole, or the world as a whole, and to take all of your strengths and all of your the context of your life, and to dedicate those to self-improvement, but also to set as the goal of improving the whole world. So all of that goes into the seventh sphere. Now, what we do here to get the 144 fractal faculties out of the 12 is we take the whole tree and we shrink down the whole tree and apply it to each sphere. So we take the seventh sphere, for example, and we put the whole tree onto it. So we break the seventh sphere down into 12 different parts. And that's how we get 144, 12 by 12. So we break, it's basically the second layer of, of breaking it down. And within that, so within the seventh sphere, we have a mini 10th sphere, we have a mini 9th sphere, we have a mini 8th sphere, and so on. And for this particular one, number 44, we have a mini abyss. Okay, so the abyss is right here, and the abyss generally corresponds with electromagnetism and our psychic powers. So here at this level, it generally is related to magnetic charges, which in life are really like omens. Omens being things that are anomalous, way outside of like the realm of probability or plausibility. They're very strange things that happen that catch in your mind, just like that was really weird, or that was highly coincidental. Recurring themes, recurring numbers, recurring names. And those are supposed to be pointers for us to really pay attention to and to really act upon. Now, when the abyss comes as a fractal or a minor part of a sphere, like it is here, it's more likely related to electric charges. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with here is number 44, how do atoms get heavier? Isotopes and ionization level. Stage number 44 is about how atoms vary themselves amongst the same element depending upon environment. An isotope is a variation of any atom. For example, the carbon atom has various isotopes. All are number 6, carbon, but they have different atomic weights. For example, carbon 12 and carbon 14. They are both carbon, but they have different qualities. Their distribution is statistical or random. The difference is caused by the compound neutron, in Dewey-Larson's terms, which is a combination of a proton and an antineutrino. The proton is 1, 1, negative 1. The first one is the primary magnetic charge. The second is the secondary magnetic rotation, not charge, rotation. And then the negative one is the electric rotation. And then the antineutrino is negative 1/2, negative 1/2, 1, as its 3-number characteristic. And so the compound neutron, or the free neutron, as opposed to the muon neutrino, is really like the simplest life unit. And an atom acquires a gravitational charge that leads to isotopic variation. Isotopic charges are inward charges. It is hard to charge an already inward rotation like an atom, but it can be produced under the right circumstances and can be maintained if their separation is forcibly maintained. An isotope is determined by the number of compound neutrons captured by an atom, which, since it is in a region of time as opposed to space, and we cannot see time, we only see its reciprocal in what's called equivalent space. So we see it as a second power relation. That's how we see time, as a second power relation in space. And we see it reduced by the interregional ratio, which is the amount of a measurement that is lost in the translation across a time or space boundary. So we can figure out the center of the zone of isotopic weight by taking the atomic number, multiplying by 2, and then adding in the gravitational charge. But the gravitational charge is a second power relation. So the gravitational charge itself is equal to the atomic number to the second power reduced by the interregional ratio, and then multiplied by the ion level. And so ion level is a quantized general local environment that determines the number of charges that can be supported in that location or in that vicinity. In an atom, we must distinguish between rotational and vibrational mass. The ratio of rotational to vibrational is determined by the ion level. Elements can have many isotopes or just one. The more stable the element, the more isotopes it has. Okay, you may not have understood any of that. Just kind of let it wash over you. Don't make a big deal about it. Hopefully we'll figure out more about this as time goes on, as we learn about the reciprocal system. But just put this into place. Kind of all the fractals of the abyss are really about electric charges, and it's difficult to follow. But you know, eventually it kind of sinks in. It hasn't completely sunk in for me. I still don't understand this stuff completely, but I feel like if we can make it a kind of a crowdsource endeavor, that we can gradually figure it out a little bit better. Okay, so that's number 44, the abyss fractal of the seventh sphere, isotopes and ion level, or ionization level. Okay, thanks for tuning into the video today. Please press the like button. You could share the video with others, subscribe to the channel, and again, you can click the link in the description to get my free copy of the guide to the 144 fractal faculties. You can also donate to the project directly through Venmo or Cash App that are listed in the description, and you can make constructive comments in the comment section. And for example, if you are a person who understands Dewey-Larson's reciprocal system, you know, perhaps you can make some comments to that effect, or if you have other sources that you can refer me to, or anything that you think will be constructive, please put it in the comments section. Okay, have a great day, and I'll be rolling out number 45 on this list coming up in the very near future. And there will be some more things in store also related to Tree of Life that are coming up. So stay tuned and have a great day.